Tonight on KSL Outdoors.
Ooh, that's a better one.
Good fishing at East Canyon, plus
it's just terrible.
A small northern Utah town is getting some help from the DWR. And the annual Smith & Edwards gun auction.
Sold them right there, you got them.
All that and more coming up next.
KSL Outdoors with Adam Eakle is brought to you by your local Ford stores.
Thanks for tuning in to KSL Outdoors. I'm Adam Eakle. Well, ice fishing season has finally arrived. It was a little late this year with the ice conditions across much of the state, but many of the reservoirs now have safe ice. So we decided to come to a northern Utah fishery where we heard the fishing bite was pretty good. And we found out that they also have an ice fishing tournament going on here today.
And then if you'll just sign that.
We're at East Canyon State Park. We're having an ice fishing tournament today.
Safe fishing.
When we win. People are just out there trying to catch the biggest fish to get prizes.
I'm here to win. It's too cold to lose.
Basically, you go out there, fish, and then you turn into your fish as you go throughout the day, or you can wait till the end of the day, turn in your fish. And then the biggest fish wins.
From the boat ramp, it looked like no one was on the lake this morning, but move to the southern end of the lake, and you find a tent city.
Little bugger.
Richard, his buddies, and son were registered for the tournament. They'd landed a few, but had yet to catch a big one.
Why this tournament? Why?
I just grew up here, so I just love this lake. Just fish it all the time. This is the only one I usually ice fish most of the time. Oh, got a bite over there. Oh, he got one.
How's it been so far this morning?
Not too bad, a little slow, but it hasn't been too bad. Better than these guys. I put 3 on the ice and lost 1.
Is that gonna work? Is that gonna win you anything?
No. Oh, Chris, that one, buddy. Get him. Yank the whole thing up when you go. I don't know, is he still biting? When he bites, do it. Whenever he bites, go. There you go. There you go, buddy.
Oh, you got double going on.
Oh, the boy out fishing me. Keep him in the center. Woo! Good job, buddy.
What do you like about East Canyon, Rich?
Just close, not a whole lot of people. It's good. You can usually come up and catch some fish. Usually don't get skunked.
Look at this rod. Look at this rod.
Tyler! I got it! Oh, I missed him.
Next door in the Kenny Taylor group,
Came up yesterday, caught quite a few fish. Come up again today, just having a good time.
they were holding their own contest.
There we go. There he is. Just gotta be patient and don't pull like it's a chainsaw.
A lot of little guys here, isn't there?
Yeah. 2 weeks ago we caught some decent sized ones.
Yeah, those guys, yeah. A lot of little guys.
Hey, still catch fish,
That's true.
right?
That's true.
Better getting skunked.
Got one over here.
What's been working up here?
Green wrap finkies with tip with millworm or waxworm.
That was luck. I'm in the lead now.
16 and a quarter.
Nice.
First place.
Yep, first place.
But by far the most knowledgeable angler on the ice today
Get another bite, Jack.
isn't Jack Moulton, but his grandson Riley.
Get him, Riley?
Yeah, I got it.
And that little guy, I kind of hate to take him because every time I do, he outfishes me.
You out fishing today?
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, huh? Showing you a few things.
Yeah.
How old is he?
85.
He does pretty good, doesn't he?
I probably will keep going until somebody finds me frozen to my chair.
At the final check-in for the tournament,
How do I stretch that more?
Jim Cardinal was trying to stretch the tape on his 17¼ fish to edge out his wife, but it wasn't to be.
I'm gonna give her the benefit of the
Yeah.
doubt.
17 and a half.
You beat the old man.
I couldn't have done it without him though. He was my bait boy.
In the end, it was a 20 3/8 inch rainbow caught by Phil Strong that ended up winning the tournament.
Congratulations.
Up next on KSL Outdoors,
It is a big nuisance.
a small town is under invasion. That just ahead, but first, tonight's climate quiz question. The East Canyon area is rich in pioneer history. The first wagon train to pass through this way was the infamous Donner Party. They came through in 1846. Brigham Young and other pioneers followed the same trail but had a much easier route due to the trail work of the Donner Party. Many people used the Donner and Mormon route over the years, including the Overland Stage and the Pony Express. Our climate quiz question is, of the original 87 people of the Donner Party, how many reached their final destination? Now, once you figure out the answer, log on to our KSL Outdoors Facebook page, give us the correct number. We'll then randomly select and announce a winner on our page the following week. The winner set to walk away with a Climate Static V sleeping pad. And here's the answer to last week's question, which was, what year did Utah change to year-round fishing? The year was 1985. KSL Outdoors, powered by Ford, will be right back.
KSL Outdoors is also brought to you by Smith & Edwards, Fish Tech Outfitters, Utah State Parks, Burt Brothers, Climate, King's Camo, and Camp Chef.
Welcome back to KSL Outdoors. I'm Adam Eakle. We've moved to the small town of Mendon, Utah. That's just west of Logan here in Cache Valley. In the past few years, this small town has been under invasion, and now the residents and the DWR are fighting back.
The crowing of a rooster is a pretty common sound in Mendon, Utah. But the sound of a turkey call is something residents have not quite gotten used to.
At first it was okay because there were only a few. Now it's gotten out of hand.
Just drive down the streets of Mendon and you'll see turkeys everywhere.
We would say, oh, we have turkeys in our yard, great. That's not great now.
Novelty's worn off.
Yes. A few weeks ago, over in the field just to the north of us, there were 100 in the field, and it's only an acre lot. 100 in an acre lot is a lot of turkeys.
The problem is the poop on the driveways, on our lawns. If you go outside, you can't walk anywhere without getting it all over your shoes.
How many do you figure you see in town? I mean,
Close to 300.
that's a lot.
Yeah, it's just terrible. Gotten way out of hand.
This winter, the Division of Wildlife Resources and the town of Mendon have joined forces and are combating the flocks of turkeys by trapping them.
So this trap is, we set it and we'll put corn in, and as they come in to feed, they'll duck underneath the opening here and get inside, and then they usually can't get back out. One of the ones today, we caught 14, so that's really good. Usually we catch 8 to 10 on average. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely a charismatic bird, but I can see that with a large population, they can definitely have an effect on people, and it's negative.
2, 9, 6, 7.
The males, we band them and we release them, so then we kind of get, if they are harvested, we kind of get the location where they're harvested to see, all right, we dropped them here and kind of their home range, and that gives us some data that we can use on for habitat projects and such.
So far, the DWR has captured 160 turkeys in Mendon. They've also trapped in Avon, Eden, and even Bountiful. Once captured, these birds are then trucked to the northern part of the state and released.
Good place for them. There he goes. But the problem is they brought them in. There are no predators to kill the turkeys, and there are not enough permits given to kill the turkeys either. Yeah. It should be a permit, and then they should say 5 per permit.
Take as many as you want.
That's it.
There's a lot of good opportunities out there for hunters.
You're just spreading that opportunity.
Yep, we're helping that so others can get that opportunity in other regions, because some regions just don't have a strong turkey population.
The division started trapping turkeys back in December, and they'll continue through March, just depending on the weather. If the weather will keep them concentrated up enough to make it practical to capture these birds. This beautiful Jenny headed to the Book Cliffs. Hey, we'll have more here coming up on KSL Outdoors in a moment, but first, back to the guys at Fish Tech for tonight's fishing report.
Hi, this is PJ at Fish Tech with this week's fishing tip. Okay, it's winter time, you go out fishing, you want to fish with midges, and you get to the river and there's no midges hatching, so what do? Well, this week I want to talk about one of the most versatile bugs that we can fish with in fly fishing, sow bugs and scuds. And one of my favorite things about sow bugs is there's so many different color combos, sizes you can try. So when you start looking at our flies to imitate them, you'll notice that one of the most popular patterns, the rainbow sow, it's a blend of different colors. And then another really popular pattern, the Ray Charles, it comes in a whole bunch of different colors. It comes in amber, white, gray, tan. And what these different colors are imitating is sometimes when they get smashed, they go a different color. Depending on the water temperatures, they can change color if they're spawning. When they're spawning, they'll have orange egg sacs, sometimes pink egg sacs. Sometimes with your bead-headed sow bugs, they'll make the bead where it's actually imitating the egg sacs. Okay, the other one that I talked about were scuds. Their shape is slightly different, but the flies are very interchangeable. Next time you go down to the river and nothing's happening, remember your sow bugs and remember your scuds. For questions on sow bugs and scuds or on anything else, come down to Fish Tech. Now for tonight's fishing line.
Welcome back to KSL Outdoors. I'm Adam Eakle. Hey, if you're into long guns, shotguns, even handguns like myself, the place to be is here in Ogden at the Smith & Edwards store for their annual auction.
Oh my goodness, today is the 34th annual Smith & Edwards gun auction and sale. We got live music beforehand, we're handing out a list, and we'll probably have more people than we have chairs just because more and more people keep coming. Crazy, there's 500-600 people here. We've got 80 guns on sale. We're going to bid them up, have some fun. I'm even going to give like 2 or 3 away, something like that.
All righty, folks. A couple things real quick before we get started. How many of you showed up with your husband, wife, significant other? Listen. Listen. Auction rule number 1, under no circumstances, regardless of cost or marital consequence, do you need spousal approval to bid?
It's pretty crazy, but it's really fun. There's a lot of excitement in the air. People are, of course, they get caught up in the whole auction thing and all that, but you get really good deals if you're playing it right, and everybody has fun.
Now that we got that out of the way, let's sell some guns. 50, 100, 100, 100 and a half, 100 and a half, now 200.
You never know what you're going to get, but there are some good deals and there are some competitive things that go a little bit high, but the whole thing's just fun.
5 it's going to be 5 twice, selling and done. Sold it, $500. You got it. You got it. $500. Good job.
We love tempting people. We are going to start at $400.
400 worth. Fine.
See if I could land a gun or 2. I did actually pretty well. Got me a sporting gun and a shotgun. Super happy.
650 watts. Going to be 7. You bought it, $650, good job.
Our last item is a mystery safe. It's full of stuff.
Folks, the safe.
Brands like Nikon, Leupold,
2000,
Kimber, Browning.
3,000, 4,000, 1,004, now 5.
So bid it up in this beautiful orange Champion safe we've got, and it'll be fun. Most people hang around just to see what the safe goes for. It's just the mystery of the whole thing is just fun.
Sold it, $26,000. Thank you, sir.
It's a tradition here at Smith & Edwards. The gun auction, hunting, family values, Second Amendment rights. It's important to our nation, it's important to our community, and we love to be a part of it, and we're glad to serve you here.
Boy, what a fun event. Hundreds of people down here at Smith & Edwards. You know, 71 years they've been selling guns and ammo and everything else. That's why they're called the Country Boy Store right here in Ogden. And don't forget, they've also got a store in West Jordan. Hey, more coming up in a moment, but first, down a different trail in tonight's Utah Field Guide.
What's your number? 77.
Last weekend in Manila was the 2018 Flaming Gorge Burbot Bash. This year, over 500 anglers competed for over $29,000 in cash and prizes.
80. Nice job. Good haul.
The goal of the bash every year is to encourage anglers to harvest as many burbot as they can during the tournament and introduce new anglers to the sport of catching burbot. During this year's bash, anglers caught more than 2,200 fish. A cash prize was given away for the smallest, the biggest, and the most caught. There was also $2,900 up for grabs for the 3 teams that ended up catching a tagged fish.
First place for the most burbot caught this year with 186 fish total for $2,000, folks, goes to Team Wild Turkey. Yeah!
Team Wild Turkey came away with the most fish, and everyone came away with a great experience and a chance to help the fishery out here at the Gorge by bashing some burbot.
I just want to thank everyone who was involved. Everybody was so cool and helpful, and all the sponsors. I mean, so awesome to be able to come and do this, and just I really felt the camaraderie here. It was really cool.
Well, the sun is out, but it's still pretty stinking cold up here at East Canyon. 15 when the fishermen hit the ice this morning, probably warmed up to a balmy 20. Hey, let's check out that recreation forecast for your next outdoor adventure by turning it over to Kevin back in the weather department. How about it, Kev?
Welcome back to KSL Outdoors. We'll be off the air a few weeks during the Olympics, so if you're looking for some ideas to get your family outdoors, check our outdoors calendar page on our outdoors website at ksltv.com. Right now, you'll see a couple events to get your family out looking at eagles during one of the DWR's Bald Eagle viewing events happening next weekend. Or if it's ice fishing you're looking for, there's the Cameron's Lions Club annual ice fishing derby at Lake Viva Naughton to be held on February 17th. And also next week is the Western Hunting and Conservation Expo, February 8th through the 11th. This year, the Great Salt Lake Waterfowl Calling Championships will be held at the expo with over $15,000 in cash and prizes. And don't forget to register for your chance to win one of 200 conservation tags that are available only for those that attend. There's auctions, drawings, seminars, just about everything for the hunter and your family. For all the details on the calling contest, log on to UtahWaterfowlCalling.com, and for the expo and your chance to win one of those coveted tags, check out huntexpo.com.
Preston's a little cold here on the ice, but he's got a catch, and like I said, out fishing a lot of guys here on the ice. Let's hope for a bigger one, huh?
Yep.
All right. Hey, don't forget when you're out with your kids, your family, your friends, take lots of pictures like Preston here, and submit it to our snapshot contest. You might win our big prize from Camp Chef. Good job, kids. Now, the best of the week, our snapshot of the week. You freezing?
We kick it off up on the ice at Pineview. This is 10-year-old Morgan's first ice fishing trip, and the kid catches on pretty quick. They drilled a few holes and everyone was catching a few, but Morgan was catching a fish on every drop. She was the only one to catch her limit. Dad says Morgan is now asking him to go ice fishing all the time. This is a cool shot. Chris has been training his English setter pup Josie and was able to capture the dog on point and this wild hen pheasant busting out of the grass. Looks like Chris has many successful upland game bird hunts in his future. Caitlin and her dad Brandon had quite the swan hunt this year. With the help of their good friend Rob Friedel, both daughter and dad bagged 2 mature birds, and they captured this amazing sunset as their hunt finished up. Marcus got an invite from a few buddies to hunt the marsh of Willard Spur. Marcus threw his drone in just in case and was able to get this cool shot of the guys loaded up in the mud boat headed back to the ramp. Marcus says they shot a few ducks that day. It was a perfect way to end the season. And finally, our winter tonight kicked off the new year right by fishing the Gorge. Kurt and his buddy Mike have spent many hours fishing for big lake trout. Back on New Year's Day, the wind was calm and the fishing was a bit slow. But Kurt had a feeling the new year would bring them a giant, and it did. This big hen is a monstrous fish. The boys landed her, took a few quick snapshots, and released her to the depths to fight again. Kurt and Mike both have high hopes to one day catch a record-breaking fish at the Gorge, and I'd say you both are on the right track. Congrats on the fish, and now our big prize for having the Snapshot of the Week. Remember, submit your pictures or video, plus an explanation of your latest outdoor adventures, online at ksltv.com. The winner each week wins a Camp Chef portable barbecue grill. Great for any outdoor cooking. Plus, The winner is also entered into our Ford Trucks quarterly Facebook giveaway for a Camp Chef pellet grill.
Build your outdoor kitchen with Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors.
Good turnout.
Yeah, we had more than we expected, so it was awesome.
Yeah, for having open water last week and now finally getting some ice.
Yeah, and a lot of good fish were caught today too.
Yeah, hey, and if people want to come visit East Canyon, they need to know you're open in the winter. You got the yurts available, the ice fishing available.
Yep, yurts are available, cabins available, and the campground has power.
Okay, great. I couldn't believe all those Boy Scouts out there today.
yeah, they're brave in the cold. Yep.
They were a lot braver than you or I.
Yep.
Nice. Well, nice tournament.
Yep, thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks
some nice fish caught.
Yeah, a lot of nice fish. A lot of 18s, 20s, 21s. Most of all the ones that won were within 21 inches. So yeah.
Good deal. I'll be back for some of your smallmouth later this year.
Awesome. Yeah.
I'm Adam Eakle, KSL Outdoors. We'll see you next weekend. Good night.